All right, we're live, Bubba.
What's up? So I'm here with my good buddy David Maddox. I'm Gary Vernon. We grew up together. I came into town, started making cheesecakes, and
I was supposed to do the intro since it's my channel.
oh,
You fucking hyper bastard. Jesus.
sorry. I do what I gotta do.
All right, there we go. I got the comment section up. I'll view that every now and again. So you started off from high school. You went into the military.
Yes, sir.
And then once you went into the Navy. Once you got out, you started dabbling in graphics design, art, that whole thing.
I did.
So how did you come to making like Cupcake Wars? What?
I mean, that's like totally drastic, but let me back up. So I was always good at cooking and baking and doing all this stuff. And so, growing up and watching my mom and I like to eat. Kind of fat right now. So I didn't have an idea of what I wanted to do. So I chose art because, I really enjoy art, the aspect of art. Anything that you do in life can be artistic. So I tried to focus my energy towards stuff like that.
I've shared a bunch of your work on social media, different social media sites. So I don't know how many people have seen it, but I've shared quite a bit. They probably don't realize it's you, but
right?
But yeah, that you got some sick art. Be it crafting something,
right,
or if it's digital art, or if it's actually using your hands and brush and airbrush, right, all that. That's ridiculous. So I guess it's kind of a simple migration into what you're doing now, but I figured that much. But
right.
Are you going to get away from the traditional art that you did?
No. Anything that I do is, I try to incorporate art in any aspect of things that I do, because like I make cheesecakes. So that's art to me. Presentation is everything. No matter if it's your first time to go to a job interview, you're basically a canvas and you're presenting yourself to a company showing, hey, this is who I am. Look at me. How am I presented? You're basically an art piece that they're looking at to see if they want to hire you in their company. And so it's basically like everything you do in life.
So you associate art in the same way that I would associate the sales.
Exactly. Because it's an art of the sale. Because not everybody's good at drawing. Because I know your ass can't draw for shit. So
now wait. Compared to you, fair. But to say I can't draw, that's inaccurate, sir. Because at one point I was better than you. Okay, very early on.
But I'm just saying, like, it's the same thing. Because
why are you already throwing shots? We just started sipping on a beer. We're already throwing shots.
It's the beer.
I'm not Ryan Cox, brother.
Oh, I know. But I still scared of you.
Oh, Jesus.
No, but it's like that. So not everybody can do what you do. You're a salesman. Not everybody can go in.
Don't get twisted. I'm trash at the salesman game.
But yeah, whatever. Don't let him fool you. He could sell ketchup popsicles to somebody wearing white gloves if he wanted to. But what I'm saying is not everybody has the talent for that. So you can do art and somebody will buy it because it's aesthetically pleasing to them. As to when you go and sell something, it's the art of the sale. It's how do you pitch what you're doing to somebody. So
you kind of incorporated both, like what I do anyway. Because didn't you sell a piece to Fort Worth, or was that like a charity?
No. That's the Trinity River Valley Authority. There's a float that I created, and it's floating in Mayfest every year. But
did they pay for that, or is that something that you just had to?
That was commissioned.
Okay.
So I didn't get any money for that.
Right, but you got your piece out there.
Right.
Is your name on it?
No. It wasn't just me. I created. There was another person who did some of the artwork, who designed the design on it. I painted it and cut it and molded it and made it to what it is. But they just grouped it in as like a UTA deal.
Oh, right.
So because the school was asked to do it, and they chose people to do it that were.
That was back when you were in your college.
Right. And so I have other pieces. A buddy of mine, He's got a music studio called Banger Boy Studios in Dalworthington Gardens, which is right outside Arlington, and he's got one of my pieces hanging up in his studio.
Right.
So, but again, everything that I do is art. Like my cheesecakes that I make, it's presentable. It doesn't matter if it tastes good. People want to see a product that looks good. So if I go into the gym and I tell people I work out, like you're big into fitness, if I go tell people I work out, but yet I still look like this, my arms are big, but I still look like this.
You're selling the cheesecakes, boy.
Right.
I'll put them motherfuckers down. Look at you.
But what I'm saying is people wouldn't want to, if I was a personal trainer and I worked out, but I look like this, people wouldn't go to me.
Yeah, if your knowledge was there, but it's my same argument that I have for if you are a coach of any sort. Like if you can't,
you have to be a product of what you're preaching. You have to believe in what you're doing.
Like if you're out there, if you're a football coach, you're out there just a giant lard ass. And you can't do what you're asking these kids to do.
Right.
What makes you think they're going to respect your word and do it? You know what I'm saying? Like in my opinion, you need to be able to do what they're doing.
Right. So you're into fitness and all that. So if I tell people, hey, I want to work out or whatever, and I'm a person, I can have all the knowledge in the world, but people aren't going to look at my knowledge and they're going to be like, well, if he's knowledgeable, then why does he look like that? Right. But this dude over here is giving me information and he looks like this. So obviously he may know what he's talking about, but he's not applying that same thing to his life. So why would I want to trust him if he's not? Because to me, that says you don't believe in what you're selling. You have to believe in what you're selling. People want to see, because nowadays we live by, I want to see it. I need to see results before I try it. So when I make food, I let people try it. I don't have to tell them my shit's good. They'll know by when they taste it. A lion doesn't have to tell you he's a lion for you to know he's a lion.
I don't feel very much like a tiger.
Tell me. You're great. But I'm just saying, so, I mean, it's just something that I just got into because I like to cook and I like to do art. So it's just something that somebody was like, dude, you can cook, you can bake. Why don't you sell this?
So what's the name of the company?
I'm going to call it right now, Get Baked Cheesecakes.
And the goal is to do what with it?
My goal, eventually, right now, I have a storefront in a couple months. My goal is to open up another store, a couple stores in the DFW area, and then bring it to Colorado. And
Why is that?
The reason, because with Get Baked Cheesecakes, it's not necessarily a THC or marijuana thing. I bake my cheesecakes, but it also plays on the fact that if you go to Colorado, marijuana is legal. And so because it's legal, I can make cheesecake edibles for people because they don't have those. They have...
What? I'm going to need you to not make cheesecakes. Those are gross. The vanilla cinnamon rolls you're telling me about, though?
So I make cinnamon rolls. I make all sorts of treats. And my buddy David here just...
treats.
Dog treats. He doesn't like cheesecake, so I told him I'd make cinnamon rolls. And so I can make some badass vanilla cinnamon rolls with THC in them, and you would never even know, and you would think that these are store-bought.
You'll know.
You would think they were store-bought, but I guarantee he would eat a whole pan by himself and not feel guilty.
I'll feel paranoid. I'll feel like I'm about to meet Jesus, or I feel a lot of things. I feel a lot of things, sir. It'd be magical. So this most of the audience that will watch this in the short term come from the gaming side. So to do them justice, have you finished God of War yet?
No. Okay. So no.
Wait, pause. Who got me into God of War?
Yeah, let me go back to that. So I started playing God of War, and I moved in with my buddy David for a year, and I started playing God of War because that's my shit. And so he would watch me. He was like, dude, that's not my type of game, but I enjoy watching you play. So I played the first one and I beat it. So for all of y'all gamers out there, I don't play video games on the normal or medium. I play them on the hardest you can play them because to me there's no challenge. David disagrees with that because he said there's no point. You beat the game, you don't want it super hard, you want to enjoy the game, and I beg to differ because...
Now, hold on. Things have changed since then, sir.
Oh, okay.
There's certain games like TLOU, Uncharted. I'll play that shit on the hardest difficulty. But I ain't playing no goddamn God of War on the hardest difficulty.
It's hard.
Are you still playing it? You're playing the new one on the hardest? Where it's like one-hit death? Yeah.
So I'm playing...
That's why you haven't beat it yet.
So I'm playing God of War, and He's right. But I play everything because I don't want to go. He was like, play it on normal. And I was like, yeah, but if I beat it on normal, I don't feel like I accomplished anything. And so I don't want to go back and play it again. I'm not going to play it again once I beat it. So
it's one and done?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
So
you're not part of the you're not part of the community.
Well,
that's a negative term, sir.
Well,
you don't say that.
Well, it depends. It depends on what the game is. It depends. But I beat all God of Wars. I've beaten every single one of them on the hardest you can play. I've beaten all the Metal Gear Solids.
Are we just going to skip over the rage?
No.
Okay.
So I got the new one. This is pretty cool.
Jesus.
I didn't ask for that. There's a ghost in here.
No, it's your head.
Okay, so I got the new one because it was badass and I pre-ordered it. I didn't get all the fucking cool shit like David did because I didn't really care about that. I just wanted to play the game because I'm a big fan. And I got David.
You're into art.
But no, it's good art. I like it, but it is what it is. So I bought the new one. I put it on the hardest, and I can't even get past the opening scene because it's so freaking.
What? Wait.
The first guys that you come to after you go through the woods and you're teaching him how to shoot the bow. Those first guys that you come to, I can't even beat it because it's so freaking ridiculously hard.
Oh,
I haven't even played the game because I can't get past that. However, I've beaten the order. I played the order on extremely hard.
That's not a hard game.
No, I know.
I did too.
But it was a good game. But I feel like it wasn't a great game. But the order was a good game, but it could have been longer.
Your game's look.
I'm just saying.
Look, you have not experienced a great game because of your stubbornness. You don't even play games like that anymore. So why are you doing that? You're literally torturing yourself.
I haven't had time to play games because I got a lot of other stuff. Because I used to be a bigger gamer than you. I think it kind of fell off and we switched roles. Like I got too busy and stopped playing games. And so all the games that I have.
You're not busy?
No, it's not. Well, you play more games than I do. You stay up later than I do.
No. What time do you go to bed?
Like 12.
I go to bed 9 or 10 every day. Stop it, sir. It's called discipline equals freedom. I've done told you that.
Okay. So all the games that I have now, except for God of War, are because of him. Well, a few of them. Like 8 games that I got. He recommended.
But what I was talking to you about, what I was referring to with rage, was when you first started playing the God of Wars in my house.
Yeah.
And you would get stuck on a puzzle for so long. Yeah. And I would be in tears, just crying. And with every drop that hit the couch, you got more mad and got more shitty at the game. God, did that.
And then he would laugh. And then he'd be like, dude, let me try. And then he'd play it for a few minutes and be like, nah, I can't do this. This isn't my type of game. And so, like, literally one day,
I went back and played all the modes, though, after that.
I started playing, like, literally at 6 o'clock at night, and I'd wake up. Or I'd play until, like, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning.
It was the
second one.
No, but it was the trio, right? It was the pack.
I had the trilogy
on PS3.
Yeah. Because I had beaten all of them individually, but then I returned them, and so I bought the trilogy, and so I started playing them all.
Where is that game?
Your uncle has it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Your uncle still has my game. Still.
Like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I've never gotten the bitch back. Yeah, like 2008. Like 10 years ago. Let's try 10. He probably didn't even have that game. So that motherfucker owes me a game. He does. He owes me a game. He borrowed it and said he would give it back once he beat it, and I never heard from the motherfucker. So, just saying.
Shout out to Sam Online.
Yeah.
Dude, if you don't.
I didn't. You know what?
So when's your are people gonna be able to buy your fabulous treats?
Yeah, they are
online or just local.
They can't buy them online right now because technically I'm not supposed to be selling them.
I know that. I'm talking about once your storefront's here.
Yeah. Once I get a storefront,
you can mail it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can mail it, but I will work out a delivery deal. With people or however I need to do it or get in contact with people in certain areas that I know and say, hey, dude, I'll give you such and such money for you coming to pick them up or I'll meet you.
You're not looking into shipping.
I am, but the problem with that is you got to find somebody with a refrigerated truck. And it's kind of difficult because most people with refrigerated trucks are semis, and they're not going to do it for.
No, but there's like Uber Eats and shit. I don't know how it works.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about the logistics of it all.
No, yeah. So if I used a semi, they wouldn't do it. They would have
You're
to be
not
like
a semi for your little ass.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying.
But there's got to be something out there that you can just like a third party that does that for several other companies.
There might be. Logistically, I would have to find freezer companies, and if I did, I would have to. My profits would have. I would have to work something out to where I could still afford to have them logistically ship my stuff and make money on that, because I'm going to have to pay them a certain fee.
I'll put you in touch with one of my customers. I think that's what they do, but I'm not sure.
Even if they ship even with their logistics, if they ship and they don't ship freezer goods, they can still point me in the right direction of who to contact that would.
Right. I mean, you don't need to worry about you need to worry about the storefront first, but
right. I mean, I have samples of my stuff here with me.
All the you drew all that, right?
Yeah.
Like 15, 20 years ago?
Yep.
Your schemes retain that color really well.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be redone now though.
No.
Yeah, just
no, it doesn't.
It's looking a little prissy.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
I just need to get swole. I mean, that's
the color is faded, sir.
No, the color is not faded.
You've had too much Texas sun.
No, my color's not faded. That's how this is supposed to be.
Well, that's weird.
It's light. It's supposed to be light. Right here. With my original drawing, that's how it is. But I mean,
I don't concur.
But you don't even have any tattoos, so
that's because you know how indecisive I am, and how often I change my mind on shit.
You know what? I think
I get a tat, and then the next week I'd be like, I hate this.
No, I think because you're a gamer and you enjoy it, I think you should get different symbols that represent all the games that you played or that you beat.
Are you trying to get me to have a divorce?
On your arm.
Why? My bride would drop me in the heart if I had some PlayStation tattoos on my forearm. Like,
why?
What are you talking about?
Why? Does she have any?
Hell no.
Actually, don't have.
She is more indecisive than I am. I'd be in the goddamn tattoo parlor and be like, which one do you want? I don't know. 3 months later.
I don't know. We're not getting one. So, you don't eat cheesecake.
I like sugar, but
I don't eat cheesecake either. I sell them.
What kind of shenanigans?
I sell them.
You'll eat them. You just don't eat them regularly.
Well, no. I have to taste them. So by tasting, I don't mean eating a whole one. I mean like sampling. I'll cut one in quarters, and I'll have a quarter of it because I have to make sure it tastes right. But I'm trying to get back into shape. I mean, I've never been fat, and obviously I'm fat right now. I'm trying to lose that shit because that's the only thing that's fat on me.
Intermittent fasting.
Okay, so when you say intermittent fasting, for people who don't know what that is,
there's several different ways. You can do it's a 16-hour fast, which if you time it properly, most of that will be during your sleep. Okay. And then you have an 8-hour window to eat everything in.
Okay.
Then you have another one, which is you would eat one day, a full 24 hours.
Okay.
And then you would go another 24 hours without eating at all. That's another version.
What's the best version that you feel that maximizes your?
The one I've ever done is 16-8. I do plan on trying. Like they also say to change it up. So like for instance, come Thanksgiving, I'm not holding back. I'm eating everything. And so after I have that giant meal over the course of 3 hours, right, I'm going to not eat for as long as I possibly can. So I'm going to try to go 48 hours if I can, and then.
Now, how does that affect your muscle growth?
It's hard to say. As I started getting back into training, which is when my brother got married.
Your brother's married?
Yeah.
Whoa. Back up from this intermittent fasting. Whoa. When did Dustin get married and who did he get married to? Because this is news to me.
You don't know who she is, obviously.
What?
I got photos somewhere.
Well, when did he get married?
Yep.
When?
Yeah, I don't remember.
You didn't even go?
Yeah, I was there. I was the best man. I just don't remember the date.
What year?
This year.
Where was it at?
2 hours from here.
What is your brother doing? What does he do? Does he make money?
He's a defensive coordinator for Mejia, City of Mejia, for football.
Oh, so he teaches in Mejia, or he's just
right? But he's the defensive coordinator for the football.
Oh, he's a defensive coordinator and he's a teacher in Mejia.
Right.
And he got married.
Right.
He lives in Mejia.
Correct.
I feel sorry for him.
Mejia's dope, sir. Put some respect on that name.
It's a star pit.
It's not.
It's
got great people there, sir.
Fine, great.
They've been whooping everybody's ass in football.
That's like saying Cowboys.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they are terrible. The Cowboys are garbage. So.
That's true. However, so yeah, he got married.
Okay.
And I started working out like a month or two prior to that.
Okay.
And then I started fasting, into the intermittent fasting. See, I wish I would have kept track of all this shit because I don't even know how long I've been doing it now.
How long are your workouts?
What do you mean? Well, I've changed up what I've done. So the last 2 weeks have been drastically different from what I've been doing prior to that. So, in what aspect? Like from when I started or now?
No, like, well, yeah, but your workouts as far as, do you work out 30 minutes? Do you go an hour? Do you skip 2 days and then work out for an hour?
I'll keep going with it. So basically, I started doing the intermittent fasting no more than 2 months ago, and then prior to that, I started to really kind of change up the foods that I took in, and so I basically went to what I was saying earlier, paleo, essentially. The outer perimeter of the grocery stores, greens, meats, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to have more of that. I don't have a lot of that. That's part of it. And then I started seeing all this intermittent fasting things popping up everywhere. And then on the Joe Rogan Experience, he had a Dr. Rhonda Patrick on, and she was like a super scientist, and she was talking about it. So I started doing it. What I noticed is right before I started it, I was at like 200 pounds. And then I started to trim up, and within 2 weeks, I went from a 36-inch pants down to a 32 in 2 weeks. Now, the 36 were a little big on me when I started, but like that's what I was wearing. And then I went down to a 32, and I've maintained that. And I've ranged anywhere from 190 to 195, depending on how much food I'm taking in per day in that 8-hour window. Okay. I haven't lost any size based on measurements and stuff. I've just been shrinking up. But now that I started doing this CrossFit program, which is where the workouts can last anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. Okay. I did that for 2 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Has it helped you any?
It's hard to say because it takes a while for your body to adapt because you're doing some pretty ludicrous things. But what I feel like, see, the problem is that if you base your goals off of the way you look, you'll never be satisfied. Right. So I'm trying to go more off of performance, but I do feel like I'm shrinking. So this week I started doing like a normal bodybuilding routine, like a half-ass one, like a Monday chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday legs, that kind of thing. So I started doing that in a half-ass version because I would pick a couple workouts for whatever muscle group I was doing. I hit that real hard, and then I do the WOD, or the workout of the day of CrossFit. On top of that, so now my workouts are about 45 minutes long.
So traditional workouts, they do back and tries, thighs and back, or however you isolate those muscle groups. So do you feel like it's better to work out 5 days a week?
I've been working out anywhere from 5 to 6 days a week.
But let's say somebody like me who needs to lose weight.
It's more about your mind. It's not so much about, in my opinion. I feel like you would be a person that would not be good at a 3 day a week workout. And the reason why I say that is because for me, if I work out Monday, I take off Tuesday, I work out Wednesday, it's harder to go back in the gym on Wednesday after you had a day off. Because you'll come up with a reason not to go. Right. And so what I like to do is if you go in and you know that you should probably take a recovery day, do a mobility recovery. So like do some yoga, do some cycling, do some rows, do something cardio-wise, and then do some calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, something like that that's not going to hurt you or break you down even more. And that way you're going every day. Get yourself on a routine.
See, my problem is I can't even do pull-ups anymore because I'm not. It's not that I'm not strong.
Don't worry about the pull-up. Right? That's not your concern right now. Your concern is calories, burning calories.
Yeah, I need to just slim down and then start building on that.
After that, way after.
Right.
Don't even focus on all that. Because that's where the beauty of, I think, CrossFit would be extremely hard for you to start off with, but also tremendous for you. Because you will see what will keep you there is the results. Doing a CrossFit program, I would recommend going to an actual CrossFit place. I wouldn't do, like, I'm doing it wrong. Like, I'm doing it by myself. You're supposed to be a community, but I'm not going to spend $135 a month to go to, no.
You don't need to.
I ain't doing it. But for you, with the motivation and the consistency on top of it, they give you a diet plan. It's all built in. That would be tremendous for you. And they'll be hitting it 6-7 days a week. And you go at your own pace. Like you hear, I stayed away from it for so long because I thought it was a cult. And then once I kind of went and met a couple of gyms, got acclimated to the idea and the premise behind it, the lifestyle, I was like, this is what I was already kind of going for anyway. I might as well just jump right in. You can go to break, right?
Right.
But you're not supposed to. Like, especially as a beginner, you're going to be doing things to get your body conditioned,
right,
for the hardcore part,
right.
It's nonstop, dude. Like this week, 3 days out of the week, my heart rate it never dropped below 150 for the full 20-30 minute workout. Ever. You're just and you're just dripping.
It's because I want to focus and build my chest up and build my arms up and lose this, but I don't want to focus on that first. I want to focus on losing this, getting to where I need to be, and then packing on size because I'm already a big guy.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to. You're 6'3",
6'5".
You're not 6'5".
Yep. I'm going to be
stand up. I ain't 6'5".
Yeah,
I'm 6 foot. You're 6'5". That's
yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
I go to the VA every time and they weigh me and measure me. So I've lost. My problem is I weigh. Right now I went from 329 because when I lived with you, I weighed.
You're like defensive line and shit.
Mm-hmm. I weighed 300, 329, and now I'm down to 290. But my problem is my weight fluctuates. I'll lose 20 pounds and I'll gain 25 pounds.
That's because you're on that Olive Garden diet. You be just tearing up them breads.
Bread and rice, that's my biggest thing. Bread, rice, dude, tortillas.
It's everybody's biggest thing. It's not just a you thing. It's not a you problem, sir. That's an everybody problem. And I promise you, the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
it's gonna be miserable.
No, it's not like that. You'll crave the shit out of it though. Like the first time you go to a restaurant and they bring out them buttery rolls, boy, you're like, and they bring out
Roadhouse.
They bring out that cinnamon butter. God damn,
that shit's fucking delicious.
I literally went through that like several times. We went to these higher end restaurants for work, and they brought out these rolls. Boy. I was just like, and you can't do it. But at first, you might fucking have your roll.
But then one roll leads to two, and
no, that's what I'm saying. But like, once you start getting into the training, you start feeling it. Your mind will kick in. Like, I'll have one, and you'll just have one. But then the next time you go, you might not have one at all. You might have a bite,
right?
And it gets better and better. So now, dude, I can go anywhere, and I don't even crave it. I don't crave bread anymore. Now it's more of an annoyance. So it's like if the girls are having spaghetti, it's like, God damn it.
I garlic bread.
Yeah,
I like bread with my spaghetti.
I'm talking about pasta, dude.
Yeah, pasta is fucking delicious.
Right. So I kind of leaves me. That's the only time I'll do it is whenever I'm forced to eat it. But outside of that, I'm just eating meat and greens everywhere you go. And you'll get there, and then before you know it, your brain doesn't think about it because all the inflammation in your body goes down, dude. I'm telling you, I cannot. How long have I had back problems?
A lot.
Okay.
I had back problems too.
I know. Dude.
And I have sleep apnea.
Listen, it's virtually gone, dude. It's because of the bread. What sugar did, which is a byproduct of bread, is my Uncle Joe, the one that's in the Air Force, he explained it to me at the wedding, and I hadn't experienced it yet. But then shortly thereafter, I started experiencing it, which is when you cut sugar out of your diet, there's a fog that lifts off your brain. And it's almost like, have you ever got in your car and you're like, damn, where's my phone? You have that shit in your hand, That kind of stuff goes away, dude. It doesn't happen anymore. You just ding ding bong. You know shit. Like you don't those little things that we all do stops happening. You start to remember things. You start thinking faster on your feet because this fog is lifted. Sugar is not meant to be in our bodies.
But Wayne said, okay, Wayne was talking to somebody. He posted something online a while back. But he said he had a conversation about sugar with somebody, and they were trying to tell him sugar is bad. And Wayne said sugar is not bad. And I don't remember what his argument was.
And wait, for those that don't know, Wayne O'Daddy, he runs a really big fitness company that's nationwide. He knows his shit through and through.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with this man. However, what I will say is Dr. Rhonda Patrick will school his bitch ass, and she's a goddamn scientist.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to just pass that off to her.
Right.
I mean, sugar is not
just like milk. Milk, we weren't supposed to drink milk. Milk comes from animals. We're the only humans that drink others' milk.
What other humans are there?
Or you're fucking right. No, we are the only people like animals. Animals don't drink others' milk.
Mother's milk.
Right, but they're the only ones who don't drink other species' milk.
Oh,
we're the
species.
Only. What I'm saying is we're the only species that drinks other milk.
I guarantee you.
Animals' milk.
I guarantee you, a baby lamb will suck on some teats. A woman's teats. Bet. I guarantee it. I guarantee you somebody in Arkansas has done it. I promise you.
But apparently we're not supposed to have milk. But here's the thing. Everybody's got their own way of how it should work and what should happen because you have doctors that disagree with other doctors. You have scientists that disagree with other scientists. I heard a guy the other day who was a doctor, both of them. One was a cardiologist and one was another cardiologist. And one said that lectins, like legumes and beans and stuff like that, are bad for you. Like the African diet, like what they live off, like rice, beans, and legumes, and lectins, and plant proteins, sterols. He said those are all bad for you. Our body does not need that.
There's so much content out there, so much information for you to go through. But what it boils down to is you got to just do it's trial and error. You got to find what works for you.
Right.
I know one of my buddies. He did the 23andMe where you find out. All right, so he did that, and he's basing his new diet off of what his ancestors ate. And there's been a lot of people getting just tremendous results from doing that.
There's also another one called blood type. Eat right for your blood type.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
And so basically what people are doing is they're finding out what their blood type is and what foods work well with their body because everybody's body and chemical and genetics are different. So like that's why black people, they were bred differently than we were. And so a lot of them come out and they're swole and stocky and they eat fried chicken and they don't work out and they're just cut and ripped.
So you're saying they can't swim because of their
diet? No, that's not what I'm saying. And that's not a racist comment. I'm just saying, like, when I played football at Cedar Hill, I went to Cedar Hill High School, by the way. And
I don't think I technically went to that school. Technically.
I had black friends, but one of them is huge and swole. And I asked him, what did he eat? And how did he get that? I said, dude, I don't eat nothing. I eat fried chicken, watermelon. Like, that sounded racist, but that's what he told me.
You're terrible.
But that's what he told me. And so I'm like, okay, everybody's genetics are different. That's why you can be in the best shape of your life and still have a heart attack. Like
I've been saying it for years. Black people come out of the box from cheating.
Right.
They're born with steroids in their system.
Right.
It's not fair.
Right. So that dude, that personal trainer who was swole and had great fitness, the dude who trained The Biggest Losers, he had a heart attack in the gym, a massive heart attack, and he didn't die, but he said it was genetics.
You can find that across all walks of life. But,
right. But I'm just saying genetics does play a role in how big people get. Like, I'll probably get bigger than him if I lose weight. No, I'm just saying, like, muscle-wise, I'll probably be bigger because my genetics are different as to where his big is different from my big.
My big is not big.
Right.
My big is little big.
But I'm just saying I could put on.
That's what my wife told me.
I could stack on. Let's say like you see those guys that are in great shape, like Bruce Lee. He's a badass, but he was never swole.
Well, that's because he was counterproductive to what he was trying to accomplish.
Right.
That's not to say you couldn't.
But if he lifted weights, he would have the pebble-sized muscles. He's still got muscles, but he's never going to get massive arms.
I don't agree with that.
I don't think so. I don't think he would.
Agree with that.
Because there's lots of people that lift weights, but they still don't put on size.
Is that because their genetics? Is that because they don't know what they're doing?
Could be a little of both.
You have to eat for it.
Could be a little of both.
It's all about the fuel you're putting in your system.
So that's true. But it could be a little bit of both because some people genetics maybe they're not meant to get super big.
Well, yeah, there's always gonna be fat.
But like if I got jacked and I worked out with David and I did all this shit that he's doing like at this moment, and we did it for the next 6 to 8 months, I guarantee I would be in shape, but I would be bigger than he is because my genetics are different.
Everyone that was did that.
Oh.
Everyone.
Really?
So yeah, for sure. Like I put money on you would.
Because
and
it's
if
funny.
You failed me, I'd be pissed. But I lose money.
Because it's funny because you'll lift weights and yeah, your arms are decently big, but
no.
But your size, you don't put on massive size like some people do.
Dude, I don't even carry weight properly.
Like
tell me how I'm 200 pounds right now.
Yeah,
I don't look no 200 damn pounds.
No, you don't. Like Alan Conley.
Thick ass bones.
Like Alan, I would have never thought he would have gotten the bodybuilding.
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, he looks funny.
Dude, yoked. There's a fucking garden, just yoked, just no neck and shit.
Yes, but his arms, like they're tiny compared to other bigger people in their genetics. Like his arms are big for him, but compared to the population that lifts that are on average, the average height is what, 6 foot for a dude?
5'7".
5'7".
5'8".
So for everybody who's 5'7" or 5'8", their arms are massive, but his are small compared to.
How tall is he? You think?
He's
5'5", 5'6".
Yeah, he's probably 5'5". He's probably the same height as your brother.
No, my brother's the same height as me.
Oh, well then he's smaller than you, so he's probably like 5'5".
He's about the same size as me now.
Probably 5'6".
He's gonna get real. He's gonna get a big belly though.
Who, your brother?
Yeah, think about it. Name a coach that don't have a big ass belly. You know what I'm saying? There ain't one.
Nah, Coach Woods didn't have one.
If he's black guy, don't count.
That's true. Coach Joey.
He had a belly.
Not before. When he took over the head job, he got one. But before, when he wasn't the head coach,
he's got a little bit.
Coach McGuire didn't have one.
That's a fair point.
Coach McGuire didn't have one, but when he got to be the head coach, I guess he's more lax. I don't know why it is, but coaches.
It's stress, dude. He works 100-hour weeks.
But it's really weird because you look at all these NFL coaches that are making bank, dude. They're fat as fuck.
All of them.
Except for the ex-NFL players, most of them.
Right.
Like they're all like Jason Garrett's thin. He's in shape.
That dude played ball for real?
Yeah, Jason Garrett played for the Cowboys.
Did he really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
I swear
yeah, Jason Garrett played for the Cowboys.
I did auto draft this year on fantasy. I got Dak Prescott.
Why?
Season's over. Oh,
you're done.
I'm done.
I mean, you could have at least got Aaron Rodgers and had a chance.
That's a nice guy.
See, Aaron Rodgers.
I think she got him. Or she got Wentz. Never mind. She got Rodgers. She plays.
Wentz is good though.
She's on like 2 or 3 of the league.
Eagles.
She's into that shit.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, everything's different. Everybody's body's makeup is different. Like you said, what works for you may not work for me. But the way I do it, the concept will work for me. It's just how I figure out how I'm going to do it.
I'm fairly certain you cut out bread and you're built.
I drink a lot of water, but my thing is sometimes I'll go 9 hours without eating, and then when I do eat, I'll eat as much as I can.
That's because of the type of food you're eating.
And I eat at like 10 o'clock at night.
I promise you do that same routine, but you eat you a fat ass steak, you're not going to be eating like that because you're eating a lot of bread. That shit does not break down your body the same way like a quality meal does of greens and meats. I promise you.
So let's say I go to the restaurant. Let's say I go to Roadhouse because I like Roadhouse. I don't eat any potatoes. I get double broccoli. Or I get a house salad with no dressing. I get a house salad with no dressing, and I get double broccoli, and I get an 8-ounce or a big steak. I get 11-ounce steak.
Yeah.
And I eat that every time I go to Roadhouse, and that's it. Or I get chicken.
Or if you go to McDonald's.
I don't eat McDonald's, so because they buy cow pussy.
That's fine. I eat it up.
I like chicken though. I like chicken. Chicken, fish. I like
I'm saying, like, you have to go to fast food. I'm using that as an example.
Right.
I'll just order the patties. That's it.
Will they just give you the patties?
Hell yeah, dude. You just order the patties.
Can I just get 4 patties?
They always look at you sideways, but yeah.
Can I just get 4 meat patties?
And now there's a lot of people doing it though, because like Chaps there in town in Cedar Hill,
yeah,
they'll give you a lettuce bun. It's like just lettuce.
Also, there's a good way to do it. You can do pickles. I've seen people use pickles as their bun.
That makes sense.
Or
yeah. So like you can do stuff like that. Like that's what I've been doing. But like you cut out that bread, dude. It will change the game.
Well, it makes sense because when I was in the Navy and like when you have to do temporary assigned duty, it's called TAD. So I had to go work in the galley with.
That's where you start cooking, right?
Yeah, I had to go work in there because everybody when you're new to a command, you have to do 6 months in the galley or wherever they assign you. And I just happened to go to the chief's mess. So we would have these Marine gunny sergeants come in there, and this guy would order 2 meat patties, no bread, no nothing, meat patties and pickles.
Jocko.
Meat patties and pickles. That's all he would order, and onions. Meat patties.
That full of Thanos?
Yeah.
The white?
Yeah.
It was probably Jocko.
That dude, That's all he ordered. That's all he ordered. Every time he came in there, meat patties, onions, pickles, that's it. That's all I want. And water.
Boom.
And so I was like, dude, but like that's it? That's all you want? And he was like, yeah, I don't want bread. And occasionally, once a month he would get cheese. Once a month he would put one slice of cheese in between 2 patties.
Every now and again.
Because he wants the cheese, but he doesn't want it all the time. He picks and chooses like ice cream.
Right.
I eat ice cream. I don't eat it every day. I don't eat it once a month. Once in a blue moon, I get a craving and I want some ice cream, so I'll go buy some and I'll have some and I'll put it away. Same thing with alcohol. I drink. I have liquor bottles that are just sitting on my shelf. Do I drink it every day? No. Once in a blue moon, I'll be like, you know what? I want some liquor, so I'll pour me some liquor and I'll drink. That's it. And it'll sit. But why can't I do that with food? But I like greens. Are canned greens bad for you? Even though they're in a can, are canned greens bad for you? They're still greens.
I mean, I eat them. To me, it's better than not. But
right.
But I mean.
But I'm not eating corn. I'm not eating boxed gluten like stuff.
Corn's in everything. So yeah, you are.
Corn's nasty.
Corn is in everything.
But I'm just saying I don't eat like corn. Like corn.
There's like corn in your shirt, right?
Corn. There's corn in your shit too, because you're full of it.
You're telling me.
But I'm just saying I eat a lot of. I do love vegetables. Like I'll eat any vegetable you put in front of me except corn, or sweet potatoes, or yams. They're nasty as fuck. They're like.
I can do sweet potatoes sometimes.
I can,
but not very much of it.
I can do some sweet potato fries.
I start to get a little gaggy.
I can do some sweet potato fries, but they're fried. Unless they're baked, I can't really do any of that shit. Like
you can do anything you set your mind to. Once you start looking at food like as fuel, and that's it, you can do a lot.
You know what I need to do? I need to look at me getting in shape and losing weight, like I look at my cheesecakes and everything else I do.
Yeah, put
like
it in
art.
work.
I need to look at it like art. I'm the canvas. Now I need to make myself the way I need to be.
Right.
To where I need to look so it looks good. So
it's not hard. It's just hard to get started.
It is, but it also helps when you live next to somebody, because I live way out in BFE. But it also helps when you have somebody that's checking in on you constantly.
A majority of what I've done in my entire life with fitness has always been by myself.
Okay. I'll make you a deal.
What make me do?
I bet you. I'll pay you $100.
I want $100. I do want $100.
No, but just listen. You create me a time frame or a time period where when I need to eat and when I need to fast and what I should be eating, whether it's these meats or these vegetables. Just say vegetables or meats.
I already told you. It's real simple.
Right. But what I'm saying is,
listen. You're not listening. You're not hearing me.
I'm listening.
16 hours. You can't eat. 8 hours. You can. You make the time.
Can I eat whatever I want during that 8 hours?
You can start off that way, yeah. You'll still see a difference. But I like to just go all in, and I would just cut everything out and do that.
What do you mean cut everything out?
Because if you cut out...
No, I don't mean whatever I want. I just mean like whatever I want as far as meats and vegetables. Like I can eat like...
Yeah. I'm saying you can eat your diet now and do that and still lose weight.
But can I eat... What I'm saying is, can I eat like a huge meal? How many times should I eat within that 8 hours? Like, can I eat it all at once? Or
I don't know for sure, but is there athletics involved or not?
No, just what I work.
I would do.
I work part time at Target, so
I would just do 2 meals. I would do a lunch
and a dinner, no breakfast. Because I don't really eat breakfast anyway at work. Because when I work part time at Target, I'm on my feet constantly and I'm lifting shit and I'm walking back and forth constantly pushing shit for 5.5 hours. So I use that as better than nothing, and that's my walking period. So I'm still getting in that movement and I'm still walking for 5 hours. So I walk the equivalent at work, probably 5 miles.
I don't care what anybody says. Walking ain't shit. I don't count that.
That's what they say, though. They say
I know it's the thing. I'm saying if you're settling with walking.
Well, no, I'm just saying right now because of my back until I start to lose weight and get some of this weight off my spine because I have a
strength and.
Well, I'm trying. I tore my ACL, my PCL in the Navy. I messed up my back. I have a bulging disc in my L4, L5, which causes sciatic pain.
Here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to do.
I don't know.
I'm going to give you. I'll send you the link. It's called DDPY.
Okay.
Diamond Dallas Page. Remember him,
Yeah.
the wrestler?
Yeah.
He has his own yoga. It's like a power yoga. This shit will blow your mind.
Okay.
Blow your mind.
Okay.
The transformation people have gone through.
Okay.
I'll send you the link to where he talks about it, and then he has an app, and he actually will communicate with you, and that's what you need to do because it's made for people that have backs and the veterans, and that's what it's for. So
I'm gonna do that with what you're doing,
and you can do it at your house.
And I'm gonna bet you. I'm gonna give myself 6 months, okay? And if I get down to where I want to be in 6 months,
why are you putting a time limit on? You already failed.
Why?
Because you haven't changed your lifestyle. You've already failed. That's the problem. You've already put, this is where I'm going to get, and then I can quit.
Well, I'm not going to quit.
But that's what your brain is thinking. Don't do that. Here's what you're doing. Starting Monday, this is your new life. It's that simple. It's not hard, bro. You just do it.
So should I get out to eating tomorrow?
Yeah, if you can.
Just eat whatever I want tomorrow?
I would do Monday.
Huh?
I would do Monday. Like that way you know it's Monday, that's when you're starting.
Right. So tomorrow's Sunday, so I can eat whatever I want tomorrow, and then starting Monday,
right.
I'm not eating breakfast, but I'm eating lunch and dinner, and then for the next 16 hours after that dinner, I'm not eating.
Right.
And then after 16 hours, then I have a lunch and a dinner.
Right. It's super simple.
And I can only eat meat and vegetables and salad.
And nuts.
Not
Paleo. Anything
nuts.
Again, anything on the outer perimeter of the thing.
I have a book too. I have a book that I want you to read. The VA told me to buy it. It's about the paleo diet, and it's a guy. He said we're not meant to wear shoes or whatever, so he doesn't wear shoes. He said shoes actually are bad for your feet. Your feet, you need to work out. He works out without shoes. He said we were not meant to have our feet conformed in a tight little shoe. It hurts your feet. He said, dude, if you work out, and he works out.
We also weren't supposed to have concrete. So
yeah. Well, he works
there
out.
His argument.
Well, he works out without shoes, and he says it makes a difference. But it's a book about the paleo diet, and he tells you.
Let them scruffy bastards rub up against his wife one time. That's too much, sir. It's too much.
Well, I'm just saying he doesn't wear shoes. His wife doesn't either. They don't wear shoes when they work out or do
She's
anything.
nasty, that's right.
She's hot.
Underarm hair.
No, she's hot. She
wears like hemp and beads and shit.
She might. I don't know. No, I don't think so. But they're like one of those health.
She probably has a few whiskers on her chin.
No, she's super hot.
Bet.
I'll give you this book and I'll let you read it. It's a good book. I've read half of it. But he goes into the whole paleo thing, like nuts, and he said, eggs. They used to say that eggs were bad and whatever. Dude, eat as many eggs as you want. They're good for you.
Yeah.
And even my nutritionist said that I was like, yeah, they told me. Yeah. So once a month, I go to the VA and I sit in a class, and there's a nutritionist and a doctor, and she goes through all the things that are better for you and a healthier lifestyle and what to eat. And even some of the healthier choices that say they're healthy, they're actually not really
the
healthy.
VA, just so people know, VA is ass.
Yeah, they are garbage.
So here's why we're going to throw in politics for a second.
Okay.
I do not, for the life of me, understand why people. Jesus Christ!
You know what? I'm moving this.
The people want this Medicare for all. which is VA.
Yeah, it sucks.
Dude, that's the worst. So the homie Jared, that we both know and love, one of the smartest people we've ever met, we can both agree on that, is all about that democratic socialist. What? How are you gonna be one of the smartest people I've ever met and also one of the dumbest? God, I don't, dude. If you go to the VA one time, you're like, yeah, fuck this.
Well,
it's terrible.
They let people die.
Dude, that time I took you because you had that migraine, and that old man was sitting in a chair, and we started talking to him. He's like, I have shit in 6 months. We're like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I have shit in 6 months. We're like, dude, that's a problem. He's like, I'm here. That's why I'm here. We're like, how long have you been waiting? He said, I got here yesterday. We were like, what? What?
I was like, I don't want to wait that long. Shit.
Jesus, dude, that shit was terrible.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers want that for the nation?
Dallas was ranked one of the worst VAs in the world. Like, I go to the Temple one, and it's not as bad as the Dallas VA, but it's still pretty shitty. You know, I mean, if that's what the world wants and they want to go to free healthcare, just go to the VA hospital and walk around and look at people and let's talk to some veterans and actually find out how they feel about the healthcare that they receive at the VA. Now, some of it's okay, but there's a lot that's not. Like the guy who's no longer living because he went to the VA and told him his head hurt in Arizona. I told him his head hurt. He complained. They said, no, sir, you need to go out and wait in the lobby. Well, explain to me why 2 hours later he's dead.
Yep. They weren't going to fix that either, most likely.
Well, that's not true. If they would have got to him in time, they would have been able to clamp it off and fix it. He wouldn't have died.
If they would have caught it.
Right. But they didn't do any testing on him. He told him his head was killing him. It's more painful than he's ever had before because he was bleeding into his brain for the last 2 hours before he died. So that's the kind of shit that people, and I understand, like, no matter what ER you go to, it's like, well, first come, first serve. They go in order of severity or priority. But who's to say that, let's say you go in and you're complaining of abdominal pain. What happens if your spleen ruptured and they didn't test you?
Well, just look at the Canadian healthcare system, the waiting list on their stuff. It's like, that's why they're about to go to a two-payer system again, because it's like,
well, they even said, my friend said, she said it's good for people who want to get drugs and want to get like narcotics because they can get that shit there.
Like fixing symptoms,
right?
As opposed to like the actual problem.
Right. She said that's all they do, but a lot of people that live in foreign countries, they're like, no, dude, don't go to that. We have that and it's horrible. Thanks to the U.S. not having that, that's where we have to go to get our surgeries because the U.S. is the only one that can provide those surgeries because we're going to die if we. And
we also are the leader in innovation when it comes to medicine.
Right. So.
Anyway, I don't want to get too far off on that, but golly, I just don't get it, dude. I don't.
Well, neither do veterans. And I don't care if you're a veteran or not. Who should regulate, let's say, your mom and dad or your wife? Let's say your wife goes to the hospital and y'all are in your 50s, right? Who's to regulate, well, she's got this and we're not going to help her because she's already 50 and she's lived most of her life. So,
well, she gets put on lower on the totem pole.
Right. So why wouldn't they want to help her? Oh, well, because we got other people that are younger than her that could benefit more from it.
Even though she might be an Elon Musk type character.
Right.
Where they're actually doing more for the world.
Right. But that's shitty. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a shitty fact of life my dad passed away a year ago from cancer. And
he wasn't on Medicaid, was he?
Yeah. No, he had Cobra. It's healthcare. It's pretty good healthcare, but his job fired him. His job let him go after 40 years. After they knew he was sick, and he had been going to work every single day, working 12 hours a day almost. They let him go, and so they gave him a severance package, which was shitty, and then they paid for Cobra for 6 months, and after that 6 months, my mom and dad had to pay out of pocket for Cobra, and Cobra's like $600 something a month or more, because now you got his medicine, and they have to do it because his medicines are expensive, his chemotherapy is expensive, hospital visits are expensive, and so like. Here's the thing I don't understand. Like, we've all heard people say, they give free medicine to drug addicts, or they provide clean needles to drug addicts, and they try to help them to get off drugs. But why don't they help people with cancer?
That's only in certain places.
Well, right, but still, it's still being done in the U.S. Whether it's here or there, it's still people helping other people, but they're not helping people who have cancer. They're not giving them free medicine to help their sickness, but they're willing to go out and help drug addicts. And I'm not saying that people are bad to do drugs. I'm just saying, in my personal belief, I don't believe that drugs are an addiction.
You also are coming from a place of pure ignorance.
But the reason I say that is because nobody forced somebody initially to get on those drugs. That was a choice.
That's not true.
Or did somebody hold a gun to your head?
No, but here's how it works. When you're 14 and you have a fucking four-wheeler accident and you're road rash all down the side of your body, and one of your loved ones gives you opiates to get rid of the pain, and then you go, oh, wait a minute, my social anxiety is gone. Oh, wait a minute, I can think better. I can stay alert longer. I can focus more. That's weird. And then the opiate, the extremely factual addictive part of opiates, right, starts to kick in your brain, and guess what? Before you know it, you're hooked.
But that's
not forcing you. I didn't know.
That's still a choice, though.
I didn't know. I was 14.
No. I know you're
a sweet old lady was like, "Here, honey, don't feel pain anymore." Okay,
right.
I trust
I'm just saying, but that's still, you still chose to take an opiate, and then
I didn't know what it was.
Oh, right. But what I'm saying is once you found out what it was, you now had the choice to say, okay, well, I like the way it makes me feel, and it makes me not have all this stuff, so I'm going to keep taking it. So the more you take it, the more you like it. It
gets the jaws of life on you. It's not like you're consciously thinking, I'm going to be addicted to this. That's not even a thought in your mind.
When I took it,
you don't even know what it is.
I took hydrocodones like 10-325 for my back.
Everybody's different. It might not hit you like that.
Oh, it fucked me up. I just didn't like.
No, I'm saying the addictive part. Some people just won't. It won't hit you like that.
I just don't feel that way because I see. Because do you remember Adam Weston? Okay, so I went to school with him.
You shouldn't be talking about this kind of stuff and throwing people's names out there.
Oh. Well, he wouldn't care.
I don't know who you're talking about. I'm just saying.
A buddy of mine, who I already mentioned, we had this similar conversation online. I posted a comment about this guy. He made a comment online about how he doesn't understand people with diseases don't have a choice, but people who started to do drugs have a choice. And so some girl came in and attacked me or whatever. And so he got on there and was like, no, I agree with it. I used to do drugs for a long time, and nobody forced me to do those drugs. Nobody told me to do those drugs. Nobody twisted my hand to do those drugs.
That's not, it's irrelevant.
He said, I made the choice to do those.
But that's irrelevant.
But you got yourself hooked on them.
I was a little bit different of a case. I then re-engaged it later on in life the way you're describing, but
right. So what's the difference?
What's your point? What are you trying to say?
No. I'm just saying I don't believe I don't believe that addiction is. I believe addiction is self-caused. I believe that people that get hooked on anything is caused.
So you're saying there's no.
It's not a disease, is what I'm saying. I don't believe addiction is a disease. Like everybody makes it.
What about diabetes?
Well, type 1 diabetes isn't. Type 2 is a disease.
You chose to eat a bunch of your cake.
You chose to cause diabetes. You chose to cause type 1 or type 2.
It's still a disease, right?
Well, type 1 is,
gotcha.
Yes.
No. Type 2 is still a disease.
But type 2 is a disease. Type 1 is a disease, but it's a medical disease. Drug addiction is not a medical disease.
It is.
I don't believe that. I don't know. I'm not saying you can't.
There's also addictive personalities. There's a reason why I had to quit cold turkey playing games online. Because I went ham on that shit. I was going way too hard. I'm not even joking. Like I literally quit playing online because I went too hard. I was so addicted to it that I would play for days on end without stopping, without sleeping.
Well, I did that too, but
I'm just telling you that's how bad it is. Like I get like this with everything I do. Sometimes it's a positive, sometimes it's a negative. Right now, all my effort and focus is going into bettering myself, learning, reading.
Now, what I can say is I can't say that there's not a chemical imbalance in the brain that causes certain people to do certain things because I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I don't study people's brains and chemical imbalances in their brain, so I can't speak on that because I don't know anything about it.
What's your point though? By saying what you're saying, what are you trying to get at?
I'm just saying that I feel like
if you chose to get addicted to something, you should suffer.
No. But what
That's
I'm
what
saying,
I'm asking.
no. What I'm saying is ultimately, like, I feel like my dad died, but he didn't get free treatment or whatever. But they offer free treatment to people who use needles and stick needles in their body.
I don't know that. I don't know that to be true anyway. Free treatment for drug abuse?
Yeah, they even did. There was a documentary where they even talked about setting up tents and distributing clean.
Talking about it's one thing. Doing it.
No, there's certain places that
well, yeah, like
there's Suboxone or free.
California, San Francisco, yeah, maybe some of those places.
But I'm just saying, if there's one place that's still offering that to people, all I'm saying is I don't agree with certain.
We live in Texas where it's dog eat dog, so I mean,
right.
I mean, that shit ain't gonna fly here.
But I'm just saying, like, oh no, hell no. I mean, they won't even legalize marijuana. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
Don't even get me started on that, dude.
And so, like, my views on certain things are whatever. But like weed, I mean, I don't really consider weed bad because when's the last time somebody got high on weed and freaking robbed a bank? Never. When's the time? Beth. My biological mom passed away because she was a meth head.
Right.
So, like, alcohol causes more problems, kills more people than marijuana does. When's the last time you heard of somebody overdosing on marijuana? It actually helps people. I tried to get my dad to have some.
There's also a lot of medical benefits to it that we haven't even necessarily discovered yet, or potential,
Well, it's like the ocean. We haven't tapped into even a quarter of what's in the ocean. Or
now we're killing before we even get to it. So.
Right. I mean, well, there's a lot of things.
You're a part of it, dude. It's all U.S. Navy boats right now. Polluting that shit.
Do you feel like we have a cure for AIDS or we have a cure for certain things?
I don't know. That shit sure did drop off the headlines. I didn't. Remember how bad that shit used to be?
Magic Johnson, he's had AIDS since or HIV since the 90s.
That's just crazy.
He's still living, and pretty much everybody who had HIV in the 90s is no longer living because they died of AIDS. Why is it?
I don't know. That whole thing's real weird.
I'm just saying, why?
That's like some Alex Jones shit, though.
Yeah.
You're over here promoting some Alex Jones shit. That's your homie?
No. Why is he still alive, though?
Because he's not positive. HIV positive.
I don't think he is either, but that's what they claim.
No, I'm saying he's not. I mean, he doesn't have AIDS. He has the precursor.
Yeah, he's got HIV.
Right.
He doesn't have AIDS. HIV is the disease that causes AIDS.
Right.
So if you have HIV, but how has he remained HIV?
Because he hasn't got to that step yet. They prevented it.
Yeah, they
don't have a cure though.
Well, they can with medicines now. They can make it to where there's no detection in your body whatsoever.
I told you quit messing with them boys and girls. That's how you get it. I gotta get something.
I mean, I play with My Little Ponies. So here's my pony, Porcelain. You know, she likes to play. What are you getting?
I only have one more beer.
That's fine. But I mean, I'm just saying, like,
it's getting a little hot in here, brother.
It is hot in here.
Your sex appeal is too much.
Yeah, it's bad. So, what's your prediction on the Super Bowl this year?
I don't fucking know. I can't even name all the teams.
I thought you used to be big into football.
No, not really. No, like now it's perfect. So my wife got super into football, and when that happened, that allowed me to go game time. I actually get to do something. So I'll play Spider-Man tomorrow. Give no shits.
So where's she gonna watch the game at?
I haven't thought about that. So last season I wasn't here. But I can't. I don't have a 4K monitor yet, so I can't.
Yeah. So how are you gonna play if she's in the?
Don't you have 2 TVs? 2 4Ks?
At my house.
Yeah. I feel like you should let me borrow one of them TVs for a little bit.
Have one in my house.
You have 2 in your house. Two TVs that are better than my main TV.
The one that I have that I use for personal use is the OLED.
What's the personal use? What's the other one for?
Well, I mean,
My
own. Well, I'm not using it right now, so it's in my room. So the one that I use in my room is the Sony 4K OLED TV, the 65 inch.
Let me borrow that one time.
You would never give it back. You'd be just like your uncle.
I would not give it back.
I'd be like,
do you know I would borrow that TV? What's the other one you got? Is that the LG that was going to buy from you that you
it's the LG.
Is that shady on me about?
Yeah, it's the LG.
Trying to pull one over on me?
I can get you one for $2,500.
I'm not sure. 20. Motherfucker, I spent $800 and that was a lot.
But they're $5
What the hell
grand.
are you talking about?
I got a deal. They're $5 grand, so I had to buy one for $2,500. Because
I don't give a shit.
it's a badass TV.
I spent $800 on TV and that was too much. Motherfucker trying to get me to spend $2,500. The hell you?
I still like the old TV you had, the projection TV, that big monster.
That motherfucker's still out there too.
Your dad has one too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got rid of it?
Yeah.
What happened to it?
It broke.
Your dad's was bigger than yours.
No, yeah.
Damn, I remember going over there and watching that big ass projector screen. What's he got now? Does he still have that one outside?
Yeah. I don't know why you're sidestepping this. Let me borrow that 4K real quick. Just let me borrow it till I finish Spider-Man.
I'm not even at my house. I live in Brighton.
I will drive my ass over there for that, sir.
He's like,
And,
I will come.
And one of them baked goodness brownies or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? The good ones though. I don't want. There's got to be a benefit if I'm gonna eat sugar.
No, my buddy's brownies, dude. His brownies, dude. I ate half of one. Couldn't feel my legs. Couldn't feel my lips. Couldn't feel my arms. I couldn't walk. I had to go lay down. And I only had half of it. And the brownie was only like that big. And I only had half of it. So I had like that much. Like, fuck me up.
Hold on. We're getting text messages. Oh, my dad's telling me what his TV is.
Your dad's watching this?
I guess so.
Oh.
Who's that watch? Why is it so damn big?
Because I like a big watch because I'm bigger. I don't want a little dainty watch. Ask your dad if he's watching.
He asked me watching. He sent me a text. Answer the question.
Do you want to try some of my cheesecake, sir? Mr. Maddox? I know you're watching, so text. If I don't get a text, oh, there it is.
No, he said, Mom, they're behind. There's a delay.
Oh. So, when you see this, I have some cheesecakes that I'd like you to try that are homemade.
I told him about it already. Yeah, he does.
He does. Ask him what flavors, or does he just want me to bring over a variety box?
I'll just do a variety. Instead of talking back and forth through a text message through a stream.
Yeah,
we're just going to assume.
Yeah, he wants a variety box.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So at some point, we're going to be cutting this off because I got Spider-Man playing. You got to go. I got to play Spider-Man.
Why do I got to go while you're playing Spider-Man?
I'm just look, sir. This is why I beat my games. You say it's because I go to bed late.
I want to watch you play Spider-Man.
I'm telling you, it's discipline, sir.
I want to watch you play
You're
Spider-Man.
still on the tutorial for your favorite franchise.
I know.
Dude, there's no excuse for that.
I know. I hadn't even played Call of Duty World War II.
Well, that's fine. You can do without that. You haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn?
I'm playing that right now. That game's badass.
Oh, okay, cool.
She's sick.
Yeah.
And I'm playing on the hardest there, too.
What's your name? I don't remember her name, do you?
Hold on.
Fraud.
No. It's hold on. It's Aloy.
There it is.
Because I was thinking it's metal. It's built on metal. So alloy, get it?
You're not playing the hardest one, though.
Yeah.
The one hit death?
Yeah.
That shit seems like it'd be harder than God of War.
I don't know, but I'm playing on the hardest you can play. And I'm pretty far.
That's a good. I love that game. I like that game more than God of War.
I'm pretty far.
I'm like the outlier. Most people make fun of me.
Although sometimes it's hard to kill some of those metal robots.
Have you fought that yet?
Yeah.
The T-Rex.
It's crazy, dude.
Dude, the DLC for it. It's you're in like waist deep snow, and it's either a gorilla or a bear. Dude, it is evil. It's great.
See, I just got the bow. I just got the sniper bow.
Oh, right.
The one-shot bow. And I'm trying to build up my shit so I can do. I'm doing the little missions where you go see that guy, and in order to get the suns or whatever, you got to get 3 suns. I'm doing those right now, but I have to get that exploding. Because those motherfuckers are hard to kill. Where you knock those little canisters off their back. So I have to have the exploding one where I shoot it and it knocks them all out. Right. So.
Yeah, that's a great game, man. I really enjoyed that game.
What game should I play next after that? After I beat that one?
I don't even know what games you have or haven't beat.
I beat The Order. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I have The Last of Us.
Have you ever played that?
No. I have Yakuza.
Wait. You haven't played the greatest game ever made?
No, I haven't played The Last of Us. I have it right now, but I haven't.
You should stop playing
Horizon. I thought
Horizon.
Uncharted was the greatest game ever made.
No. Hell no. It's fucking The Last of Us. Have you seen the trailer of the new one?
No.
If I knew how to work technology, I would do it right now live and see this man's reaction, but I don't know how to do that. So.
But I mean, I had that. I have Ratchet and Clank.
That's good.
I have.
You have basically all the PlayStation exclusives, basically.
All the ones that you told me to get.
They're all fantastic.
I got Yakuza, but I didn't get the one that you said. I got the other one. Not Yakuza 0.
That's the first one. That's what you need, bro. It's the prequel of the first one.
I got the one where
Kiwami?
where he's in the bar and he's.
I haven't played the other ones. I'm waiting for all of them to come out.
Yeah, I had that one. The one I bought had a 10, and it's got like koi fish on it. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, you basically got the first game, the original first game. With that 0 was new. It was a prequel.
Okay.
So that's what I played. I haven't played.
I haven't beaten that one because I'm at a bar scene. It's extremely hard.
It's long, dude.
I have. What other games did you tell me to get?
Uncharted Collection, Uncharted 1 through 3, Uncharted 4, The Lost Legacy, which is the DLC to Uncharted. Detroit Become Human. Well, we talked about this a long time ago. I don't remember it all. Infamous Second Son.
No, I beat both of those.
I think what games. I don't remember what, but I can show you. I have all that shit on my system.
Yeah,
definitely Spider-Man. You're gonna love that.
So it's open. It's sandbox game.
Yep.
It's kind of like so. To me, it's kind of like I've seen the demo. It's kind of like. It's like Grand Theft Auto. It's like Grand Theft Auto to me, but
it's like Infamous.
Yeah,
way better.
Yeah, you go around doing missions and stuff like that, but you're Spider-Man.
It's story driven, and it's good. It's really good.
So it's kind of like Yakuza.
It's like a normal game. It's like
there's side missions.
It's no different than Horizon.
Right. Same thing, but it's side missions and.
Yeah, it's basically it's Horizon Zero Dawn, but you're Spider-Man, and it feels really authentic to the source material.
Right.
It's so far, to me, in my opinion, as far as the story is concerned, is better than all the movies. All of them.
I didn't like any of the movies, except for the first one. They're supposed to be coming out with the Venom.
Yes.
That's supposed to be sick.
With Tom Hardy.
Yes, that's supposed to be sick.
I don't know, but we'll see. But I love Tom Hardy.
They're all supposed to be redoing Spawn.
I heard about that.
I don't know how that one's going to play out because
I don't know if Spawn will ever be great on film because of just the way his powers work.
The original Spawn was good though.
That's because we were like 14. We love that shit.
Yeah.
Watch it as an adult. You'll still love it because you remember it that way. But
it's cheesy like Hellboy. I didn't like Hellboy. Stupid.
Yeah, I never really.
I don't like those cheesy type movies like that. It wasn't my kind of. Although you did tell me at one point I sucked at movies because I told you that I didn't like Inglourious Bastards. And see,
I don't even remember that you do suck at movies.
See.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
There it is.
You're gonna kill us Nazis. Like what? How do you not like that movie?
I don't know.
Let me guess. You hate 300 as well?
No, 300 is a
You
great movie.
fucking scrub.
No, 300 is a great movie. Anybody who says that movie sucks is garbage because that movie's great.
Oh, so if they that's so you're playing it's a double standard.
No, that
Inglourious Basterds is fantastic.
Fury is a great movie.
It is a good movie.
That's one of my fucking favorite ass movies. Fury.
Watch Fury and then go play Battlefield 1. They have the story mission. It's basically Fury, and it's fantastic.
But I like movies. I mean, we watched some weird movies. We watched Bronson.
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
It's a good movie. We also watched that one with what the fuck is his name?
Oh yeah, that was bad. We were watching like 2 movies a night.
Yeah, when I lived here, we watched like 2 or 3 movies a night. We watched that one about the Irish, the NRA. And they were in prison and they were protesting and they Sean Patrick Flannery from Boondock Saints, where he got real sick and he protested because he refused to eat and he got real thin. See, you said I have a good memory.
Yeah, because I showed it to you.
It was a good movie.
I showed you the great movies.
And then we watched some.
What about City of God? Have you seen City of God?
Yeah. What was the movie we watched where they were foreign and they were in the lake or something? Yeah, they were, and then they came to this person's house and that person tried to kill him.
I have no idea.
This is a scary movie. Like, we watched so many movies here.
I have no idea.
Like, I can't even tell you how many movies we watched. And you would just get 2 random. That was back when Blockbuster was still available.
Blockbuster was a shit, and that's one of the saddest times of my life when they shut that shit down.
Yeah, because you could get like 2 movies a night for the same price for 3 days.
And it was just like, I just like going and selecting random movies that I thought looked good or interesting.
See,
I found so many great movies that way.
Well, see, you go through video games like fucking people change underwear. Why don't you just get on that? I was gonna say, why don't you just get on that thing where you can just where they just send you games?
Because I like to support the developers. I only buy games that I know I'm gonna love within reason.
And there's
basically just PlayStation stuff. I don't really play anything else anymore.
Yeah, somebody tried to tell me Xbox is way better. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I don't play Xbox.
You've never played Xbox, have you?
I played it when 360 first came out. I bought one. I played it. The only reason I played that is because they had Splinter Cell and some other Tom Clancy games that were only Xbox. And then I stopped playing. And then I got into Metal Gear. Like, I beat all Metal Gear.
That's when you got the PS3, right?
I beat all Metal Gear Solids. Didn't I buy one when I was with you?
Really? 2, I think.
And I beat all the Metal Gear Solids. Like, I find a franchise that like has a good series.
You just decide not to finish it.
I mean, I play games that have good storylines that are actually really good.
Except not the greatest one I've ever told, which is The Last of Us.
I know. I saw you play that a few times, where you start off in that like bar or whatever, and you're with the girl, and you have a shotgun and you start shooting people. The Last of Us.
No. Sort of, but no, that's not the game.
No, but that's where you were at.
I feel like right now we should end the stream, and I should make you like for old time's sake. We'll pull an all-nighter.
Shit, I ain't got nothing to do.
I should get mad at me. She's like, again?
I've
done beat that game 12 times, bro. 12 times. And I've watched like, I don't know, 16 playthroughs. Yeah, I have a problem.
What's another game that's coming out that's supposed to be good?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Is it a PlayStation exclusive?
Yeah. It's a more authentic. It's an island off of Japan, I believe, and China, China invades. Genghis Khan invades, and so
that sounds good,
dude. So you're a samurai that has to lose his samurai ways because he can't defeat his opponent by being a samurai. So he turns into a ninja. But it's like, I'll show you the trailer. But it's like, you know how like in the old, like spaghetti westerns are based on old Japanese films, right? Like Ronin and 12 Samurai.
Yeah.
So you've seen those? You know how like there'd be like the standoff, like a Mexican shooter standoff.
Yeah.
So it'd be like that, right? So the game's like that. The opponent starts coming at you, and One hit, dude. Head clean off.
Nice.
It's one hit kills and shit. It looks. That doesn't even do it justice. The game looks absolutely phenomenal.
I wish they had 300 again.
Yeah, there you go. But no, this one's made by people that make Infamous. It looks. I'll have to show you a trailer, dude. It's incredible. So that game's coming out next year. We got The Last of Us Part 2. We got Death Stranding, which is Hideo Kojima, who's the one that did all the Metal Gears.
Yeah, Hideo Kojima's badass.
He's got Norman Reedus in it. And,
he's my fucking favorite dude. Like his games are bad fucking ass.
So you got that coming out. You got.
Have you played Metal Gear?
Yeah, I played a few of them. I don't. It's not my shit. Too much. It's too much. 45-minute cutscene, sir. It's too much.
I skip all those.
What? You're not a fan of his then? He would literally tell you never buy his product again if he heard you say that. That is ridiculous. You skip the storylines.
Oh shit. No, I skip them now. I've already beaten him and played him through the story.
That's not what you said, sir.
I said I
don't look. You're sidestepping right now.
I skipped them now, but I didn't when I first played the game. Like because that makes the game that you're playing.
I hope you're not lying about it.
No.
I hope
you need to play the last Metal Gear, the one reason the same asylum. It's fucking sick.
5? I played like the first half of it and got tired.
It's a good. I mean, it's some of it's kind of slow, but it's a good game. I beat them all. Beat all the Metal Gears, all the God of Wars except the last one. Which
what? You're stuck in the tutorial?
Yeah.
Let's make sure I got that right.
No, it's not even. Well, yeah, technically, I guess it is. But it's super hard. I'm gonna beat it though on super hard.
Why don't you put it on normal so you experience it and have fun with it and move on to the next game? You got a shit ton to play.
I know. Well, so
it's a game that you would not mind playing again.
So here's a tip for all the people watching: if you do business with GameStop, just FYI, make sure you check the game that they put in your case. Just to double check, because I went to GameStop and I got what I thought was Ratchet and Clank, and it was actually some like cartoon looking game with an R.
Oh, Rayman?
Rayman
Legends?
Yeah, it was Rayman Legends. And I popped it in. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I started playing it for a little bit, and I was like, this is garbage. I want Ratchet and Clank. So I went back up there, and I called them, and they're like, well, do you have a receipt? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, well, can you look it up in the system? Oh, well, we don't have it past a certain time. And that's garbage. So I called another one, and the dude was like, oh, yeah, no problem, dude. I'll exchange that for you. So always double check when they give you a game, because you might not get the game that you're getting. So.
I would argue don't buy used. You can get those games on sale digitally for way cheaper than you can buy them used at GameStop.
Yeah, but the only problem is I don't get any value off the digital ones. I can't resell the digital.
The value is the experience you get out of it, and the fact that the developers are getting paid for their hard work.
Yeah, but once you rack up all the digital ones and all those games are saved on your console, like you start to run out of space.
You can delete them after you beat them.
Yeah, but why not get money for it? Your money, man. Why not?
I'm saying support the artist.
I mean, if I'm only
you're an artist and you're over here saying don't support the artist.
No, but if I'm only getting 50 cents, then I don't give a shit. But if I can get like $10 off a game, that's $10 that I can use towards another game.
You can buy those games for $10. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, well then maybe I'll buy them online for $10.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because you're playing games so late now that.
Yeah, I haven't played in a long time, and I have a PS4 Pro.
Did you get the God of War one?
No. I could have. I mean, I could have got it for cheap.
Yeah,
I could have got it for $200.
For some reason, I thought that's what you got.
No, I could have got it for $200 through the VA, but I already had a PS4 Pro, so I was like, I don't need 2 PlayStations. Now, it would have been cool to have it set up and not use it, and have it as a if you had the money, because you could turn around and sell that bitch later on, especially if everybody signed it.
Yeah, no, that's not how I roll. I get the one, and I'm good.
Yeah, I don't. If I already have one, now if mine was fucking up and I needed a new one, I might have bought it.
Right.
But because I already have one, it's the same shit. The only difference is it's got different graphics on the console and the fucking front.
Right.
I don't give a shit about all that. I can turn mine into that. I can put my artwork on mine. But Give a shit. So
Where are you staying tonight?
Rick's,
Who's that?
my old baseball coach. I've known him for years. They're out of town. They're
So you're staying with him.
I'm staying at his house.
You know where the key is.
No, I use the garage door and the alarm door.
So you're staying there. He doesn't know you're staying there.
No, he knows.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, he does. I called him.
He knows now.
No, yeah, he's watching. He knows now. No, yeah, they're in Destin, Florida for a week, so I'm staying at their house.
Why would one go to Florida ever?
Because they like Destin. They go every year for a week.
Have you seen people that come from there?
Yeah, but I gotta go to get my tattoos done. I'm gonna get another sleeve from here up.
You get that one finished first.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, he's the same artist. He's gonna finish this.
Recolor it.
He's gonna finish
But you're
this.
faded ass tattoos.
Yeah, okay.
Looking like you came out of a $2 prison.
He's gonna finish. No, I don't. He's
Yeah,
gonna.
$2 prison, sir.
He's gonna do this. Finish this. Start on this one. This one's gonna be badass too. So.
Were you already talking about the artwork?
I have it. It's gonna be badass. I'm gonna use every.
What's the theme? Not completing shit? Is it like a half-finished Kratos head?
Yes. Oh, you still didn't even finish that?
What the hell? Do I have your... The gun doesn't even work.
Why? What happened to it?
It don't work.
It works for a minute and then it's, for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't have you there to show me how to fucking...
You need a better gun.
I'm going to hand that to you and you're going to finish it for me. And I'm going to be like, thanks, buddy. Gave up.
Alright, we'll fix it.
You'll fix it. No we.
Oh, it'll look good. Even if I have to come through and hand paint it.
There it is. Can you bring the TV with you? Look, man, look good right there. Flex. This is what you bought it for like 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah, you don't use it.
But that's an expensive ass TV.
I
That's
didn't say
$3,000.
I'm just gonna borrow it. Just to be some Spider-Man.
Maybe for Christmas you'll get one.
There it is. I'll take it.
Maybe you'll get one for Christmas.
No, I want to get a 4K HDR monitor. See if they come down price. Right now they want like $1,400 for it. It's too much.
A what?
A monitor, a 4K HDR monitor.
Dude, you can get one for $300.
No.
LG makes one for $300. Yes, they do.
It's fake HDR. It's not real.
How is it not real?
It's not real. I googled it.
And I'll pull my phone. But if you want stuff for cheaper, go through me because I can get it through the VA cheaper. I can buy it for anybody. I just have to pay for it. You have to give me the money, and I get things cheaper. Consoles, video games.
I'll get back at you.
So let me show you.
I believe
you. There's an HD monitor that I want. Now they have 5K, but it's not really 5K. I would get a projector if I was you, honestly.
Fuck that. For gaming?
No.
The quality, the picture quality on projectors is ass.
Not the Sony one.
I ain't trying to buy no multi-$1,000 anything.
Here's the Samsung SF350 for $150.
All right, well, let's wrap this up because I got some trailers to show you so I can educate you on some greatness.
Hold on. Here's the Dell HD 4K monitor S28170Q.
I don't even know what that means.
For $400.
I don't believe it. Yeah. That's not quality though, I guarantee you.
All
the PC people are probably like, dude, you're wrong.
It's a 28-inch, 3840 by 2160.
That's fine. I mean, I take that. I mean, I don't want to like. I'm not going to play Spider-Man. I started on 4K HDR and then take it to a 1080p. I ain't doing that.
No. See, Dell, it's $399. Or you can go 2560, 1440, or 3840 by 2160. It's 4K.
All right. Well, this is the first in-person podcast. I got several more. Hopefully, my next one will be the Dreamcast guy. I'll get better at this. It's odd. Trying to carry on a normal conversation while being recorded. It's odd. Let me double check the chat real quick.
Now, if you don't know it's recording, then you just set it up and it feels natural.
It's just something you got to get used to.
You're right.
You just got to get used to the premise of it. I'm no Joe Rogan. I can't, I do this shit for a living. But anyway, hopefully it'll get better, a little bit more entertaining, better topics, better flowing conversations. Basically, it's your fault. You just suck.
Right.
And you didn't finish God of War.
Yeah, I did.
And you're on the tutorial. And it was your franchise.
Yeah.
And you're the one that got me into it.
Yep. And are you glad that I did?
100%. But I'm not glad that you haven't finished this movie.
Yeah, I know.
I am glad that you're playing Horizon.
I am. And I'm almost. How much further do I have till I beat it?
I don't know where the fuck you are.
I just told you.
Yeah, but you can get to that point at any time. That doesn't tell me where you are in the story. I put 40 hours in that game. That's basically how long.
No, that's not.
But that's a lot of. That was a lot of photo mode.
Oh, see, I don't do photos.
Yeah, but like, we're gonna go watch some trailers. Ghost of Tsushima. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna show you greatness, and then I'm gonna set you up. We might even do a little Last of Us playthrough. If I happen to do a Last of Us playthrough, y'all want me to live stream that? Let me know in the comment section. I'll see it. So y'all can see this man's reaction in real time. Watch him cry.
And y'all want some homemade cheesecakes? Holler.
You gotta be here. You ain't here. So.
I'll figure out a way. I'm here right now, so if you need some.
But these people are like across the nation.
I know, but once I figure out distribution and logistics.
But most of them aren't gonna want just regular cheese. They're gonna want.
Oh well, I'll figure that out too. I'll figure out some
baked cheesecake,
blueberry kush cheesecakes.
That's what they're gonna want. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Oh, can you use? I disconnect the mouse now every time. Every time.